What's really good, LeSBP trading family? Buenos dias, bonjour, bon dia. Thank you all for tuning in. So I'm gonna try to make this short and sweet, not draw it out with a lot of words like I usually do. But we're gonna be jumping from the chart to a gentleman by the name of Rafael Palmdale. He teaches the Genius Trading Masterclass, to the FTMO challenge itself, and maybe even to MT4. And like I said, I'll try to make that as quick as possible. But the reason for it is TradingView. I'm going to basically show you the trades that we took, and I'm going to show you in comparison to those trades, same trades or similar trades, maybe that even Rafael Palmdale took. The reason why I'm showing you him is because he's one of the people I actually watch on YouTube, and I liked this trading style a long time ago, but just not a very good person to take a class, to be honest. I always wanted to learn on my own, so for me, I never like paid for any courses, paid for any classes. The only thing I have paid for, to be honest, is this pyramid scheme that I was involved in one time, and I'm not afraid to say it. I didn't know it was a pyramid scheme, but basically it's one of those ones where like you get in and they teach you like the very basics. This is when I first started trading back in January 2021, trading Forex, I should say, 2021, because I was like, it's something new. Maybe I should try to learn it at least, from somebody. And got with this group of people, and then come to find out, they were like, oh yeah, if you add on 3 people, you won't have to pay your monthly dues, which is like $109. And, then you can keep and if they add on people, and the more people they add on, you go into this tier and that tier. And I was like, after like a month and a half, I was like, yeah, I'm not fucking with y'all no more. But that literally ended up being like my first experience with trading Forex, just as well as learning the basics. So either way, anyways, trying not to make this long and drawn out, but let's start by looking at TradingView first. And I'm kind of going to switch back and forth. I'm not going to do Monday because both myself and Rafael Palmdale, I don't think we both had the same trade. Actually, you know what? I will do it. I'll show it anyways. So on this day, we had 3 losses. It wasn't a choppy day. It just wasn't a day that met my actual strategy. Like, I'm looking for 102 pips or 120 pips, excuse me, when I'm trying to hit TP. And I say that lightly because, if you've been watching my videos for this whole freaking week, I have not followed my exact plan. Now, I have gotten profits, but it hasn't been exactly what I need. So we had 3 trades this week, this day on the 3rd of Monday. And basically 4 break evens. So 4 break evens and 3 losses. Actually not that bad, because to me, I expect at least 3 to 4 losses. Like literally that's the way my strategy works. I expect about 3 losses minimum, and 5 losses at max is what I'll take in a day. After 5, I won't take any more trades, but 3 to 5 is what I'm expecting each day. And every once in a while, I'll get like just a straight up win, no losses, no break evens, but that's kind of rare. So my win percentage is only like 15 to 20% on the high end. Very highest I've ever seen was 40%, but that was literally like 1 month out of like the last 3 years, so I really don't count it, but 15 to 20% works out. So looking at the trades on Genius Trading Masterclass, this is the trade that he took. Looks like he took this roughly about probably 9:30ish right at the open. And I was in a totally different trade at that time. No, it wasn't. I apologize. I got into the same trade. Literally, it looks like we got into almost the exact same trade. He did get in like 2 or 3 ticks later than I did. No, actually, I got in right here. Yeah, I got in right here. He actually got in at the bottom. Now, the one thing about me is I just don't know how to tell where those bottoms are. He does use support resistance areas just as well as like, I guess, liquidity areas or whatever you want to call them. Basic points of turnaround is what, you need to know. He uses that, and it works out really well for him. So he did get into this exact same trade. He ended up closing the trade at, I don't even know. Is that 18 pips only? No, it couldn't have been 18 pips. Was it 18 pips only? He ended up closing the trade. He did make a good bit of money. For him, he doesn't need a whole lot of pips to make money because he's trading on like $1 million account. So really interesting to kind of see that, very similar or close to, the same trade that I was in, he was also in that day. Now moving on to Tuesday, I don't think I saw a video from him on Tuesday. Tuesday was the 4th. Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. Yeah, no. So this one's on the 5th. Tuesday for me was an interesting day. I'm not gonna lie. We had a trade right here that was very interesting. I was looking for the market to go down. I don't believe we had any news on this day on the 4th. We had Joe's job opening, but it's not like super high news where I'm expecting the market to shoot up. But it in fact did. It didn't shoot. I won't say, to me, shooting is like 200 pips, 300 pips. It went up significantly. I'm going to say it went up about 40, almost 50 on the retrace. And then it did decide to kind of trickle back down. So looking at this trade, what I'm looking for is 120 pips. So it did meet that area way later on into the day. But for me, once it hits about 10 to 15 pips, I'm moving stops from 10 pips to break even. And then from there, it's supposed to be the way it's supposed to work, because I haven't done this all week. I can tell you that for sure. The way it's supposed to work is I move stops to break even, and either it's going to break even, which might be a little bit of a loss. I usually move my break even to about 5 to 6 pips above where it would normally be on TradingView, because MT4 doesn't always match your TradingView chart. But I'm moving about 5 to 6 pips, so this should have probably been like a 5 pip loss, to be honest. And then from there, we had a 1.3 pip loss right here. I did get out relatively quickly. I just didn't trust that trade for some odd reason. And then we took this trade right here, which actually ended out in 30.1 pips of profit. I don't know why I have 44.9 up there. Maybe I took another trade that I just didn't realize on here. But this trade was really decent. It ended out at 46. Oh, that's why. Because it ended out on 46.2. Had I held it like I was supposed to and just waited until 1600, there's only two things that made me close the trade. Hits TP or 1600 is the final time I can trade, because I'm trading on an FTMO account. So the latest I can hold it, because I'm Eastern time, is 1600 or 4 p.m. And if I'm holding it till 4 p.m., I think the time lapse starts over because they're ahead of me, which I think is like Johannesburg time frame UTC +3 right now. But I think they're like 6 hours ahead. So basically, anyways, after midnight, the time limit is supposed to start over, which means that because I'm not a swing trader according to their challenge, I can't hold that trade overnight. But you get what I'm saying either way. So anyways, couldn't hold that trade. 1600 would have been the right time to close, which is why it came up to 44.9, but we really only made like 30 pips. Next trade was on the 5th. This one was really interesting because this trade actually, this trade is the exact same trade that we took. I think we took ours a little bit earlier though. No, we took it almost at the exact same time. If you look at the trade, basically you'll see where I got in. I got in about 8:45. If you look at his trade, he got in probably, because he's on the 2-minute time frame, on the 1 minute. He got in probably 8 minutes later than I did. Like right at 8 minutes later than I did. I don't feel like changing my time frame. I was gonna do it, but I don't feel like changing my time frame. But literally, we got in at the same time. I don't think I made anything this day. This was supposed to be a 120 pip day. I don't believe I even traded this one on the 5th. I don't want to lie to y'all, so I'm gonna go look. The 5th. Did we trade on the 5th? 5th of April, we did not. So we missed that trade, but that's the trade that we were supposed to be in according to strategy. I still put the trades on the chart because what I'm doing is usually I'm looking at this live. About 99% of the time I'm looking at this live, and I just have a really bad fear of losing. Not gonna lie to y'all. I'm really scared of losing. So sometimes I'll put this up here, which is just a position holder, and I won't end up getting into the trade, or just like I did on like Thursday, I'll actually get into the trade, but I'll get so scared of the trade, I'll get out early. So this was the exact same trade, and to me, like I said, I'm not really trying to use him as a validation point, but it lets me know, like, come on, bro, other people are doing this exact same thing. You should not be afraid of getting into this trade using your strategy, because literally somebody who you've been watching for years got into the exact same trade. And your trade was actually even better. As you can see, his zone down here, he has a zone right here. He got out on the push back up, which was like probably this right here. He got out on the push back up, which I think was also news on this day. There was 2 news events that day on the 5th. So that was ADP non-farm employment change and ISM services PMI, which I don't think he actually pays attention to news. But literally, he got out on this push on the news, Had you stayed in, you still would have made 120 pips, and honestly, that is challenge done for me. Like, I only need one full complete TP taken for the challenge to be done for me. Now, on the very next trading day was on the 6th, which was Thursday. This is the last trading day because Friday is Good Friday, which is today, and there were no trades because the market closed at 8. No, it closed at like 9 something, 9:15, 9:14. So either way, these are the trades that we took on Thursday. These are the trades that we took on Thursday. And looking at those trades, almost the exact same, almost, very, very close. He took 2 of the same trades that we were supposed to be taking. So I'll tell you what trade I actually took, and I'll tell you a trade that I didn't. So I took this trade right here, which he did not take. He did not take that fall right here on the 6th of Thursday. But he did take the trade that I was supposed to be in, just as well as another trade that I was supposed to be in too. So as you can see, I took this first initial trade right after the news event on the 6th, which was unemployment claims. So I took that trade right there. I stopped it, I took TP at 51.3 pips after it decided to come back up, which I was very happy about. But if you saw the video on this day, or that I did on the recap of this day, you saw that even though I took this TP, it kind of, or not TPI, even though I took it out early, it kind of screwed with my brain in a sense. Because I was then afraid to take any other trades after that because I didn't want to lose the profits that I gained. So basically, after taking the 51.3 pips, which was right here, so 51.3 pips, $513. That's my dog. She is going crazy right now. Basically, I didn't take any more trades after this. We had a break-even trade, which for him, I believe was a loss. He had a small loss. Then he took a sell trade, which we would not have taken with the strategy. This would have been another buy position for us. And then he took the actual same exact buy position that I would have wanted to get in, which was right here. So his 2 minutes would have been right here at the top of this candle, but it's literally the exact same trade. I just would have been in probably like 3 pips earlier. So with this being said, it just baffles me. It baffles me because of the simple fact that seeing him take these exact same trades that I could have also been into, even taking like a higher amount of profit from these trades than he would have taken, it like it makes my brain explode. Because to me, it's like, bro, you are screwing yourself over. You have a proper strategy. You're not going to win every time. Get over the fear of losing and get in and get your money. Like, literally, I could have passed the challenge 1, 2, and if I'm counting the whole week, let's start from the beginning. So it was minus 30 plus 44.9 plus 120. So boom, right at Wednesday we passed. Then plus another 120, we passed again. And today we didn't have anything because it was Good Friday. But literally, like, I could have at least passed this twice and maybe a half. Especially if I had taken the 51.3 right here plus 51.3. If I had taken the 51.3, then we definitely would have passed. I would have been at 306 pips for just this week, which is 10 lots. I trade 10 lots basically on that $10,000 account, and it's $10 per lot. So 3,000. I'm just going to multiply because my math is horrible. $3,062 would have been the total. You only need $1,000 to pass the challenge. Currently, we're sitting at 800 and where is it? We're sitting at $803.87. Piss poor. My brother, talked to my brother about it, and he's like, bro, at least you're taking some of the wins and this and that or whatever. And he's not wrong. I'm not disappointed at the fact that I'm winning. I'm disappointed at the fact that I'm not following the strategy. The thing that I told him basically, and we'll probably end out right here. I won't even go over everything else. But the thing that I basically told him, for me, that makes me feel disappointed in myself is the fact that you worked on this strategy for quite some time. You took so many L's on free trials But I treated them as if they were real. You took so many L's on free trials so that when you get to the actual FTMO challenge, you don't have to do the same shit that you did on those free trials and lose. Because you're over your fear of missing out. You're over your fear of losing. You're over your the period where you just gamble and you just throw in trades. Oh, that looks like a great buy. Buy it. It looks like a great sell. Sell it. And then revenge trading. You got over all of that stuff for a particular reason. And then I come on to the actual FTMO challenge, pay my $170 to take this $10,000 challenge, and I'm still doing at least one of those things. Now, I am a human, so I'm trying to be understanding with myself, trying to talk to myself in a manner where I'm not putting myself down, because I know that, it's good that I'm winning at least, but I still got some ways to go in a sense. That's all I'm trying to say. Other than that, I appreciate you all for watching. Like I said, hope you have a great weekend. Today is Good Friday. I took the day off for my baby's MRI appointment. But other than that, man, it's I'm happy. I'm not saying I'm not happy. I'm happy that I'm actually winning. Just need to do a little bit better. Because next week, there's no telling. Because of my 15 to 20% win rate, there's no telling if I'm going to lose next week. Like, I could lose the whole week almost, and lose that whole $800. Not saying that I think that will happen, because if I trade my strategy right, I'm definitely going to win at least 2 days out of this week, out of this next week. But it's just, come on, bro. You got to follow your strategy. I don't know, and I'm giving myself some leeway, because one of these days I didn't know how the news actually traded. Like that day with the ADP and the ISM services PMI, I never traded that before. So I was kind of skeptical of it. Just as well as NFP with unemployment rate. I've never traded that, which came today, which was Friday. So I was really hoping to see how that will work out. Everything else I've traded, and I think everything else for next week I've traded before. Well, no. Sorry. I've never traded CPI with FOMC before. I never traded that before. And I think I've traded core PPI with unemployment, and I'm pretty sure I've traded core retail with prelim. So I should be fine at least this day and this day. And Monday and Tuesday don't have news. Monday's probably going to be busting because NFP came out on a Friday and literally numbers are out, but because it's Good Friday, nothing moved. So just to show y'all what I'm meaning, this was NFP today. Let me get that down. This was NFP today. And you had, was that NFP? Yes, NFP was at 8:30. So this is NFP. You had a nice push. Actually, not even a huge push. This was only 63 pips. Shit, usually during NFP you see like 300. But you had a nice little push, and that's it, because market closed right before 9:15. Like, it was done for the whole day. And because today's Friday, it ain't coming back until Sunday night. So either way, I apologize. I'm rambling on. It's 18 minutes in this video. Hope you all are enjoying the journey. I know I am. Like I said, I'm not mad at myself for winning. I'm just disappointed that I'm not following my strategy, particularly because I worked on this for 2.5 years now, like literally. So anyways, hope you all appreciate it. I sure appreciate you watching at least. Go check out Genius Trading Masterclass or Rafael Palmdale. I love his videos. Other than that, thanks. Hope you have a good weekend. Peace.